Welcome back to the office. How y'all doing today? Y'all good? I'm great. Thank you so much for asking for another episode of Bitch I'm Grown. So this is episode 4 where I respond and answer comments on my channel in my comment section. So I must inform you that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and I got my fur baby right here that he's probably gonna make some noise and sounds throughout this video. So we know what we are, we know what we're doing. So the only thing left now is to jump straight into it. So number 1 is from Michelle 4749, and Michelle says, I'm a new subscriber and fan of your page. You're awesome, beautiful, and I love how you interact and treat others. May God forever bless you, your family, and all that you love. Michelle, thank you so much for these beautiful, kind words. Thank you and welcome to the channel. I hope I can continue to deliver and continue for you to feel this way about me. This is great. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comment. All right, so up next, we have D-Man 1209, and D-Man is asking in particular about the rat trap video. This is the rat trap in Tampa, and he's saying, hey chef, that looks amazingly delicious. I got to ask, where do you acquire information for these wonderful places? I am a banana pudding peach cobbler fan. Just one question. Is it filling? Solid content. Now, I was already in Tampa. I was filming my tomahawk video. And during that time, when I filmed my first video, I was on Instagram. And that's how I ran across the Rat Trap page on Instagram. And I was like, damn, this looks really good. I love charbroiled oysters. He had grilled oysters, kind of like the same family. I was like, I got to check it out. So excellent, excellent, excellent. As far as it being filling, you're probably going to have a dozen or maybe more to actually kind of fill kind of full. It does have some fixings on it. It has some crawfish and crab on it. So it kind of has just a little bit more than the oyster, but you're probably going to need a dozen. And as far as the banana pudding was great. It had a combination of strawberries, bananas, and plenty of cookies. It was really, really good. Peach cobbler, not a huge fan of hot fruits as far as dessert goes. I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite. D-Man, thank you for your comment, and I hope I answered your question. All right, so the next video is from Jawan Logan. This one is from my chicharrón video. If you haven't seen that, make sure you go back and check that out. He says, that looks fire. Can I do the same thing with beef bacon because I don't eat pork? Jawan, I am almost positive that if it has a skin on it, you probably can do it. Now remember, pork rinds, chicharrones, pork skins, the skin is what's actually what makes it or gives it that crunch factor. So if the bacon or the beef bacon does not have that layer of skin, it'll probably be a little bit more difficult for you to accomplish that crunchiness, but try it. Let me know how it goes because I am quite interested to see how that tastes as well. So Jawan, I hope I answered your question and thank you. All right, so this question is from Cleand. Cleand, now this one here I know is from my 92 series video. I was wearing a t-shirt and he says, what does your t-shirt say? That particular shirt that I was wearing, it said, it says, I find your lack of ammo disturbing. Super cute. I'm glad you saw it and was able to acknowledge that t-shirt. I liked it a lot. But yeah, that's what it says. I find your lack of ammo disturbing. Thank you for your comment. All right. Up next, we have, this is Bookaball 84. Bookaball 84 is asking, or he says, does Yoke ever shoot indoors? Yes, I do shoot indoors. I don't prefer to shoot indoors because it's just too many people, you have your booths and you have people like kind of like right next to you. So for me, it's a little bit more, it gives me a little bit more anxiety because not only am I shooting and trying to have myself a good time, I'm worried about the guy shooting on the left of me and the guy shooting on the right of me. So it's just a little bit more of an anxious situation for me. So shooting outdoors, me in my own bay, in my own space outside, I don't have anybody really directly next to me, is a little bit more comfortable for me. Although shooting inside is not a problem, I prefer to shoot outside. Bookaball, I hope I answered your question. All right, so this one here is from Stallion76. Stallion76 says, baby, do you. Clock that, Stallion. I love watching you with these firearms. Hell, I done purchased 3 since I found your channel. Can you review the RIA VRF 14 automatic chambered in 12 gauge? Absolutely. My love, as soon as I find that, I don't know if you know or not, but this is a self-sponsored channel. So I have to acquire these firearms as I find them to bring them to the channel for you. But I would definitely keep that eye out for this RIA VRF 14 so that I can review it. Let me know, what are the 3 that you purchased? I'm interested to know. Drop that in the comments, Stallion. Thank you for your comment. So next, we have Cesar Chavez. Yoke. Now I got Yoke. Okay, so after reading this, I kind of know what video he watched. He watched that 2000 and up collection. And he says, Yoke, now I got to get a staccato for my birthday coming up in December. Which one would you prefer to get in a person who wants to treat themselves for going out of their 30s? First of all, happy early birthday, Cesar. And as far as the staccato goes, they're all really good. But the one that I prefer, that I enjoy the most, is the Staccato XL. That Staccato XL has the perfect balance in weight, barrel length. Everything about it is just chef's kiss. Now, the XC is also really nice, but I find myself able to shoot the XL better. So when you're asking which one it is that I prefer and which one it is that I would recommend, I would definitely recommend that XL. Now let me know when you get it. Come back, let's talk about it. Let me know how your experience was, because I'm very interested to know, especially when it's something that I enjoy so much. I like to hear the joy in somebody else as well when it comes to firearms. So Cesar, again, happy birthday. And that Staccato XL is that girl. All right. Thank you for your comment, Cesar. And up next, we have Graphics Studio B Inc. Graphics Studios B Inc. says, always great advice and valuable information before my purchase. My go-to channel starring Yoki and Mr. Graphics Studio, thank you. Thank you for trusting my opinions when it comes to the firearms. I come out here and I give my 150% when it comes to the way that I feel about what it is that I'm shooting. I try to be as transparent as possible. I know that people probably saw or heard or felt or whatever about certain things, but I am just like you guys or the average consumer when it comes to the firearms. So I look for things that the average person would look for when it is that they're shooting, or find things that I don't like. It may be the same thing that you don't like. So as far as you being able or trusting my opinion when it comes to this, it really means a lot, and I appreciate that very, very much. So Graphics, thank you, and thank you for supporting the channel. Okay. Up next, we have Tabaz Shoki. Tabaz Shoki says, how does your hand feel after shooting so many rounds? When I do my reviews individually for the firearms, it's usually 100 rounds each, so it's really not that bad. If I'm doing my range days, it's probably a little bit more because I have more firearms to shoot. But I have more effect when it comes to like manufacturer specific. So if I'm shooting a lot of Smith & Wessons, the palms of my hands will be a little bit more sore because their grip is a little bit more aggressive, or a lot more aggressive when I'm actually gripping the firearm. When I shoot Glocks, I find that my trigger finger is a lot more sore because of the safety on the trigger, the safety style trigger, the safety on the trigger, the style safety on the trigger kind of makes my finger very sore, that blade. So when I shoot many Glocks, that is something that happens. And also that undercut on the trigger guard also gives me kind of like that knuckle, that Glock knuckle. But as far as me just giving you those 100 rounds for the initial review, or maybe 100 rounds for a comparison of the two, it all depends on what exactly it is that I'm shooting that really makes my hand hurt. But I love it because I love bringing this content for you. But yeah, my hand can get a little bit sore and uncomfortable. But for the most part, it's decent. Thank you for your comment. All right, so up next, we have a comment from Reggie. No, not Reg. Reggie. Reg with 2 G's, 1983. He says, you have a very diverse collection. I can imagine some being very expensive. Do you ever get any weapons donated or gifted to you? The M249 SAW squad automatic weapon, the U.S. military folks love it. I love it too, very, very much. As far as donating or gifting, yes, I had a AK was gifted to me by Zastava. I've had a precision rifle gifted to me from Outlier, and I've had a AR gifted to me from Red Phoenix Defense. So yes, I've had those, and I am very appreciative, and I appreciate those gifts. Reg, I hope I answered your question. Oh, shit, I wasn't supposed to do that. All right, so up next, we have a question from Carl Brown. Carl Brown is asking, Hello, Miss Yoki. Question, what's the most memorable 2A event you've ever attended? Now, yeah, I've attended SHOT Show and shows of that sort. But if we're talking about range day per se, definitely would have to be the gun camp gun cert. That was something of another level. That experience in itself was just beautiful. It didn't feel like I was, kind of hanging around with my aunties and uncles and grandmas and stuff like that. It felt like I was, meeting up with my cousins. We riding dirt bikes. Yes, they had dirt bikes out there for you to ride. They had free food. They had music. It was just a vibe that I had never experienced before. And I am so looking forward to the next one. That was my most memorable experience in a 2A range day. I had such a great time. So that was the gun camp gun cert, and there was a gun cert. So you already know we was having us a blast. So yes, Mr. Carl Brown, definitely the gun camp gun cert was my most memorable 2A range day event. Thank you for your question, and I hope I answered it. All right, so let's make sure we got these. We got Michelle, we got D-Man, we got Carl Brown, Jawan, Cleand, Bokaball, Stallion 76, Caesar, Graphics, and Reg and Tobaz. All right, so now let's get into these responses. Done. All right, so now, we ain't going to call their names. We know these people are already super, super sensitive, and they only come to the internet to try to make themselves feel like somebody. So we just going to read they little comments or whatever the fuck it is they saying. All right. Again, Same outfit, different colors. And let me tell you how she spelled colors. Collours. Colors. Gary with the T. All right, first of all, again, you done brought your ass back here again to see another color. You done brought your ass back here again because you're a fan of what it is that you see and what it is that I'm doing because you like it. Again, you done brought your ass back here again because I am your role model. You only came here to see what I was wearing so that you can wear it. So you can find it and buy it for your goddamn self. That is why you brought your ass here again. Okay? You fanning your ass out on my channel again. Yes, again. With your dumb ass. And with that being said, bitch, I'm grown. So the fact that I'm grown, I'm going to do what I want and wear all the colors. And yes, I got all the colors. So stay tuned for the next one so you can see again that I got me another color. Okay? Because why? Bitch, I'm grown. Next. Your stink ass. All right, so this one here is another one. I think these are the most annoying ones to me. The ones that bring my husband into this situation. These are the ones that annoy me the most. What husband lets his wife get on the internet dressed in those type of clothes? Just sad. You need that much attention. Girl. And then girl. Just get on here and cook. Have some respect about yourself. Shaking my head. This whole, as he was typing this is what he was doing. That is exactly what he was doing. Oh, this motherfucker here. First of all, what husband? My husband. The secure husband is the husband that lets his wife get on here and be a woman. What husband? My husband. The secure husband that knows where his wife head at and know where his wife is. Now, what husband get on the internet worrying about another husband wife is the husband that can't stop his wife from sleeping with his brother. And just found out that she's also sleeping with his daddy. And to make it even better, just found out that that little girl that he's been nurturing and caring and growing up for the last 6 years is your brother baby. You the uncle. How the like that? But you bringing your ass on the internet worrying about another man's wife. And what the she got on. And worrying about the attention that she gets. Why your wife can't be satisfied with your attention? We already know. We already know. Because if she's sleeping with your daddy, you know that shit ain't shit. And this currently proves that you ain't shit and it ain't shit. So get your life together. With your bitch ass. Next. Oh yeah, I forgot to let you know. Bitch, I'm grown. All right, next. Now this one here, I didn't even know how to feel about this one here. And this one here kind of put me over the edge because it just baffled my mind. So he says, man, what happened to that big ass oyster I saw in the thumbnail? Yeah, you was in that class with that one teacher all day that had cafeteria duties for all 3 lunches. After y'all ate y'all lunch, y'all was the ones who stayed behind cleaning off the table and stuff, and then went back to the class and watched movies all day and had what's those worksheets? All y'all did had worksheets, and y'all probably did y'all work with crayons. That's the type of comment this is. Y'all did y'all work with crayons, and not the little crayons, them big old fat crayons. How dumb can you be? When have you ever seen an oyster of that size? When? Yes, don't get me wrong now. You can get you some nice size oysters. You can find some really nice ones that I must admit. But when we're talking about an oyster with a diameter of 36 inches of cross, get the out of here. Come on, man. Don't do this. Don't get on the internet and embarrass yourself like this. Don't do that. It's not good and it's not healthy. Okay? So next, I can't even, that hurt my brain just even trying to respond to you. Okay. So here we have another, you see my hand's still right on my head, right? Here we have another, does your husband, cameraman, eat? Let's get into the comment. Does your cameraman / husband get to try any of the food? You make that ish look really good. I want to drove down there right now. Okay. Let me give you a little bit of a let me put you somewhere mentally really quick. Let's take the movie Boys in the Hood per se. How many times did you see Doughboy eat anything? Now, does that mean that Doughboy didn't eat because you didn't see him eat? There's even times to where Doughboy was around food at the cookout. Did you see Doughboy eat at the cookout? But does that mean Doughboy didn't eat? So you mean to tell me that during the whole time they filmed this movie, you sat there and watched that whole movie and you did not see, because I don't remember Doughboy eating not one time during that movie. I don't remember. He might have, but I don't remember. So because you didn't see him eat during that movie, Doughboy ain't eat. Ain't that some shit? Now, they filmed that movie from October to November. That whole month went by. They filmed that movie. You watched Doughboy in that movie, and you did not see him eat. And because you didn't see him eat, oh shit, whole fuck, he went that whole month and ain't ate no food. You can't be fucking serious. You can't be serious. First of all, this is my channel. This is Yoki Sturrup. Yoki Sturrup brings you gun content. Yoki Sturrup brings you cooking content. Yoki Sturrup brings you food reviews. Yoki Sturrup eats the food and reviews the food and tells you how she feels about the food, right? So because I don't offer my husband food during the video, you're assuming he don't eat. Just like you ain't watched Doughboy eat, you're assuming that Doughboy didn't eat. So you're assuming that he did not eat because you didn't watch him eat. So now, did you come here to watch my food review? Or do you want to have his food review? Okay, that's what I thought. So you came to my channel for my food review. I reviewed the food. I told you how I felt about the food. But because you did not see him eat, does not mean that he didn't eat, okay? Okay, and I hope and I pray we don't have to go back to this question anymore, which just know, yes, he does eat, okay? He does eat. All right, next. This one here says, man, listen. The first part had me second guessing what I clicked on. Oh, Bale's he's dreaming. Okay, let me go back. Man, listen. The first part had me second guessing what I clicked on. And then I remembered this is YouTube. Now let me set the tone right here. This comment comes off of my range day video. If I'm not mistaken, it's that FDE range day video. So you're telling me you clicked on the video and you were second guessing what it was that you clicked. And then you remembered you on YouTube. First of all, when I read your comment, I kind of second guessed what it was that you were trying to say. I was like, was he trying to be funny or is he trying to be, you know what? But yeah. And then I remembered that this is YouTube, where a come to try to make his voice heard. Where a bitch will come to try to make themselves feel like somebody in the social media realm of this space, to make their voice feel heard, to make them feel like the person that they're not, that they wish they were in the real world. And then you had the nerve to put the laughing emojis, so you feel like you were laughing at your own joke, because don't nobody laugh at your jokes in real life. Nobody thinks you're funny. I don't think you're funny. But you have a space and you have a voice on social media. Yeah. I just remembered that YouTube allows a lot of people to feel like somebody in their minds, because you can't make yourself be nobody when you're a nobody in real life. So I definitely didn't have to second guess that. So with that being said, I might as well give you one too, bitch. I'm grown. Just for the hell of it. All right, so we got this one here. We got that one as well. We got that one, and we got that one, and we got that one. So, Yoke Gang, what did y'all think? What did y'all feel? How did y'all, no, what did y'all think? What did y'all see? How did y'all feel? Make sure y'all drop in these comments. All comments are welcome. All how you feel is welcome, because baby, let me give you some attention, because I am here to entertain, and we're going to continue to entertain and have us a good time. So with that being said, Yoke Gang, thank you so much for supporting the channel just by watching this video and on this episode of Bitch I'm Grown. And y'all know I love y'all for life. Mucho besitos.